Hi, it's Lee from Finding Country in Derbyshire, and a very quick market update report for you now that we are in September of 2021. Interesting times for the housing market, of course, of late. Don't doubt for one second you've all seen the press reports saying what an unprecedented market we've had in terms of sales, and also the fact that there is a real lack of supply of homes currently on the market. Now, obviously, that lack of supply of properties means it could be an excellent time for you to sell your home if you are thinking of moving in the near future. But there's lots of reasons as to why the lack of supply is there. And it's not just about the increased sales activity that we've had that was buoyed mainly by stamp duty incentives and things like that. We're seeing that a lot of people have done works to their home through lockdown. A lot of people have lockdown projects, converting garages into gyms, doing extensions, fitting out new bathrooms or kitchens. And a lot of people are actually enjoying that. They've done the improvements to their home, and therefore they want to sit tight for a little bit and get their value for money out of the improvements that they've made. Absolutely fine with that. We've then also got people that currently are waiting to see what's going to happen in the wider economy. Lockdown has had a couple of different effects for people. Some people's jobs have gone through the roof, and their employment's gone through the roof, and their earnings have gone through the roof, and they're able to move. Some people are not quite in that position. They've been heavily affected by being locked down for such a long time. If you are in the retail industry, or if you are in the hospitality industry particularly, then your earnings have been heavily impacted. And you may want to sit tight, wait and see what happens with the recovery and the economy in the near future before you make those big decisions to move, of course, as well. And you've then got the increased activity, as I say, in terms of people coming in. More sales taking place, buyers coming from further afield into Derbyshire has led to some really interesting supply and demand statistics. And that's what I'm going to talk about next. And that is, where are we in terms of the overall Derbyshire market? Now, it's very segmented, but we are looking in the total market that about 68% of homes are under offer currently. That is one of the heaviest sellers markets that we can remember. But when you break it down into both locations and into the segmentation in terms of pricing, you can see there's a stark difference between the lower end of the market and the upper quartile of the market. Just to give you some stats. So up to 300,000 currently across the Derbyshire market, 73% of homes are under offer. Between 300,000 to 400,000, 56% are under offer. Between 400,000 to 500,000, 54% are under offer. Between 500,000 and 750,000, 52% are under offer. Between 750,000 to a million, we've got 51% that are under offer. So they're the categories whereby we're currently operating in a seller's marketplace. And obviously up to a million, we're getting close to that balanced market that we operate within. Interesting then, as you go between 1 million to £1.5 million in terms of the price of the property, you're looking at 48% being under offer. That then drops to 38% for properties between 1.5 million to 2 million. And then for the £2 million plus market, 28% are currently under offer. Now, that 28% figure actually isn't as bad as it may sound. That's a third of properties above £2 million that are still sold. And that again is one of the highest levels that you've had at the 2 million plus price bracket for quite some time. So overall, the demand is there, the supply is low, and that's why it's possibly a good time for you to look to move home if the affordability remains there at the moment. And there are still some absolutely fabulous mortgage deals out there in the marketplace as well. Now, the other thing I've done for this report is I've also looked at the postcode sectors. I've analysed the whole of the Derbyshire postcode sectors to look at what are the most popular areas where people are looking to move to at the moment. And that's actually quite interesting, and also correlates into the average price of properties within these locations. The top 5 areas, if you live in DE 75, 72.3% of homes there are currently under offer. That's Heanor, Shipley and areas around that part of Derbyshire. In fourth, we have DE55, so Alfreton and surrounds. 73.1% of the homes there are currently under offer. Now, if you live in Swadlincote, DE11 postcode, you've got 74% of homes that are currently under offer. DE24, so 76.3% of homes in DE24 are currently on offer, so Sinfin, Allenton, Alveston and those sorts of areas. But the most popular postcode sector at the moment in terms of the number or the percentage of properties that are currently under offer in DE7, so Morley going all the way across to Ilkeston, 76.4% of homes there are currently under offer. So some really quite outstanding numbers there in terms of that supply and demand situation as well. Now, if you live in a different area than I've just quoted, give me a call. I'll happily update you with exactly where the market is in your precise location. We can even drill that data all the way down to the village that you live in, if that's useful information for you. But yes, supply and demand, it is heavily a seller's market in many locations and in many different pricing sectors. Is that going to remain the case? Well, we certainly hope so. August holidays have now come to an end. There is always renewed impetus as we get into that September market of people that want to be in before Christmas. But as I've said all along, if you want to sell, do get in touch with us, because now could be the perfect time for you to do something. Thanks for watching.